the start of another new week, and you might notice that my camera quality is better. I just got the new iPhone 17 Pro Max, so the camera quality is better and I'm having a lot of fun shooting on it, and I feel like the sound quality is a lot better too, like it's a little less grainy, because my other phone was super old. It was the iPhone 14, so it was literally 3-4 years old. So yeah, I'm really excited to have a new phone, and I feel like the quality is so much better. But I've had a nice relaxing morning. This morning I did my yoga, I had my breakfast, and I'm still going strong with the peaches. Well, actually, I say that. I was really enjoying nectarines, but I think nectarines have gone out of season because now I have to buy peaches, and they're okay. They're a little bit more tart than nectarines, but yeah, I can't find nectarines anywhere. They must just not be in season anymore. So yes, I switched over to peaches, but I'm still having that caramelized with some oats and Greek yogurt and stuff. But yeah, I did some yoga this morning, and I've really been enjoying yoga flows more recently too, as opposed to like standalone like positions. And I'm still getting really into that because I feel like they mix a little bit of strength as well, because you're having to use your body to like flow into each position. I'm having a really nice chilled week this week. This week is actually so sunny and warm, which is so nice. I feel like spring is in full swing. Like 2 weeks ago it felt like hot, but this week it's got even hotter. So I think I'm going to spend the day in the garden today. I've got a lot of gardening jobs. I feel like 1 week there is nothing to do, the garden looks better, and then the following week it's like a switch on a flick of a switch, and the garden is like overgrown and there's so much that I need to do. So I'm going to spend some time out in the garden and getting all of that sorted. And then I might do some barbecuing later this week because it's going to be really hot, and I really want to go on a hike. I feel like the weather has not been it. Like last year I was able to go on hikes at like in March, the beginning of April, and this year it has been so cold until about now. So I definitely want to go on a hike this week. But yeah, I need to have a look at where I want to hike because I want to do quite a good one and bring some yummy food along with that. But yeah, it's going to be a nice chilled week, and I'm excited to get in the garden. So I think I'm going to get out of my comfy pajamas and into a little gardening fit. And this little fluffy girl has started to do this new thing where whenever in the morning she feels super cuddly, she will literally hop up onto my shoulders and like perch on my shoulders and perch on my arm and like purr and try and groom me. But I feel like my neck and my back and my shoulders are covered in scratches because she just can't help herself but like jump up, and she'll be sat here like this, and like my arm will be so sore because I'm like, Olive, you're quite big for like my little shoulders. But she loves it. I'll have to see if I can catch that one morning this week, because she started doing it like every single morning, like without fail, every single morning she will do that. But yeah, what you little girl. So pretty. Also, I am on the 6th book of Throne of Glass, so I've got 2 more to finish. I feel like it's taking me forever, but I did only start reading it in December, so I think like 1 book a month is not too bad. But these like last few books are literally so thick. Like I think this one's 700 pages, and I think the last 2 are around 900, so they're going to take me a little bit longer to get through. But yeah, I'm on the 6th book and I'm really enjoying it. I felt like the middle ground was like a little bit boring, but I think we're getting into like some really juicy action as well, which I'm really enjoying. So yes, I am on the 6th book finally for that too, because I noticed that Sarah J Maas actually did a podcast on YouTube. However, there is a lot of spoilers in the podcast, and I feel like because Throne of Glass was written so long ago, it's kind of okay for her to talk about the entire book because it was written like, I think she started writing it 10 or like 9 years ago. So I feel like it's okay for her to start bringing like up all of the plot twists and everything to do with Throne of Glass. So I thought I need to finish reading it so that I can watch her podcast, because I don't want to have any spoilers. And then hopefully I can finish the whole of Throne of Glass by the beginning of summer, or like the middle of summer. like July time. And then I'll be ready for the 6th and 7th ACOTAR book as well, because they come out, I think the 6th book comes out in September and then the 7th book comes out in January. I'm pretty sure they're like kind of the dates, but yeah, I'm really excited for those. And that is just a little book update too. Olive just flinched because she could hear a car outside. I feel like all the cats like try and act like little guard dogs when they can hear somebody outside or they can hear like a knock on the door. But really they just get so scared and they all hide away. We're talking about you. I've just popped on my little trusty little gym set that I like to wear around the garden because I feel like it keeps me warm and I don't mind it getting dirty. I feel like this is like the kind of outfit I probably wear on my hike as well. I think I might wash it and have it ready for Thursday when I go on a hike. But it's just these really cute little leggings and I love the way that they cross over here. I feel like that is like such a flattering design. And yeah, this little top with these little thumb holes, which I think are so cute because I love putting my hands like this, like when I feel cozy. So I like that they've got thumb holes. And it's just this little zip up and high neck, and I am going to put my hair up I think so that it doesn't get in my face while I garden. But this is my little gardening outfit and let's go. Looking a little bit windswept, but I have just spent the last 2 hours outside gardening and I'm happy to say that I got everything done. I was going to vlog, but I thought I may as well get everything done first so that I can show you kind of like what it looks like at the end. So let's go. First things first, these are all of my sweet peas that I sowed last week. They're doing really, really well. I think I'm going to keep them inside, the same as all these sunflowers. I think I'm going to keep them inside purely because I'm having such a trouble with the snails and these slugs. So I thought I'm going to keep these inside until I plant them on Friday so that they can stay nice and safe. Go outside. It is pretty windy, so I'm going to try my best to vlog and hopefully the settings on this camera will help with the wind. First things first, I've dug all of this out. This was from over here where I had all of my blackberries. I ended up like putting all of the rubbish just in here, so I've dug it all out and now I can just fill it up with the rest of the compost. And then my grandma actually got me these stakes and you can actually kind of customize how tall you want them. So I think I'm going to pop 4 along here to have my tomatoes and my carrots in here because I'm going to do carrots this year. And then this is a little dahlia. I do need to give everything a water as well. I'm going to do that after I've shown you around. But this, I am so happy with my hydrangea. I have a feeling that this year it's going to flower because last year it didn't flower and I don't know why it didn't flower, but she's doing amazing. I've just trimmed down any of the dead things of like my lavender. And then I also built this teepee. Now these are where I'm going to put my sweet peas because last year I did one of these and then one on that big trellis. But I'm going to have my tomatoes there and then I'm going to do 2 of these. I've got another one behind me. But I'm going to do my sweet peas climbing along here because I think that would just be so cute. And I just customized it with these little bamboo twigs, which are honestly like so cheap. They're so easy to get, and then I just use some butcher's twine to kind of make it a teepee, and it really, really works well. And my little rose bush does need some water. It's a little bit wilted, but we're going to give her a water. But she's getting a lot of new growth come in, which I'm really happy about. I'm also going to get my smoker ready for Friday. I need to give it a good burn out with some charcoal, and yeah, she's going to be ready to go. I've just been keeping her safe in the little wrap. And then over here, I did have to get rid of, I had some parsley and some chives in here, but I had to get rid of them because they were so wilted. So I think I'm going to get some more herbs to go in there at the garden centre, maybe this week. And then I've also got my second teepee over here, which is ready for my sweet peas to go in again. And now, if you remember this from my other vlogs, this whole area was just completely full of plants. I had an old sunflower here, which was from last year. It was just so overgrown with weeds and stuff. So I've completely de-weeded it, ready for more sunflowers to go this year. And My rosemary and thyme are still doing really good. I think they're perfect. I don't need to touch them. And I've just potted a dahlia in here. I'm just going to give that some water too. And over here at the back of my garden, everything's coming to life. Like, look at how much blossom is on there. I think there's a few bumblebees. Look, you can see them. They're just all around the blossom, but there's literally blossom on all of my trees. It's so beautiful. And I've cleared up all of the debris that was all around here. You see that there was loads of old apples and stuff and loads of weeds. I've just been cleaning it all up so it looks really nice and clean. And I've just given my little bird bath and stuff a little clean too. And I also popped, this is my raspberry bush, which didn't do too well last year, but this year it looks like it's flourishing a lot more. And I've also popped in some of my dahlias just in these pots. I thought I might not leave them there, but I thought if they're going to be there, they're going to get the most sun. So that's going to be the best idea for them. So I've just left them there. And then I popped another one of my dahlias over here too. When you do dahlias, you want to make sure that the little nub just stays stuck up a little bit. But that is that. But coming into the greenhouse, I've actually lost my cucumbers, which is a little bit sad, but I think it's okay. I'll give you a little show. All my other sweet peas are doing fine. My sunflowers are doing amazing. I've just watered these so they're like properly sprout up. And my carrots are doing good. My tomatoes doing amazing. This tomato sadly got eaten. So I think I'm going to buy one of these grafted ones, but in the bigger variety, just to kind of give it a head start, because I do definitely want a small and a big variety of tomatoes, just because I go through a lot of tomatoes in the summer. So I think I'm just going to get one of these grafted ones that are like pre-started, and hopefully that's okay. But this one's doing great. The snails don't seem to have got it too much. I think they're just going for these little seedlings, and like they went for my carrots a little bit, but not too bad. And they also went for my chilies, but down there I think you can see that I've got 2 of these blue big pots. So I think I'm going to go to the garden centre and get some chili peppers that have already been started, because I have a feeling once I get back from holiday there's going to be quite a few big varieties of chilies and cucumbers. So I think I'm going to go and buy them when they're a bit more mature, when they've already got their chilies on them, and then I don't have to worry too much about the slugs completely destroying them. Because if they've kind of bit one that's like a little bit more mature, it's totally fine, but they're going all the way right down to the root and they're not able to grow the same as my cucumber here. I just don't think that there's any way in saving that. So I'm going to buy these when they're a bit more mature again, once I come back off holiday. But yeah, I'm really happy. I think that that is everything with the garden today. I am so knackered and I've got netty hands, because typical me, I don't do gardening with gloves very often. I did do gardening with gloves when it was like the more complex and the bigger weeds, because I didn't want to hurt my hands. But when it comes to soil, I have a habit of not using gloves. But yeah, I think I'm going to plant all of these out on Friday, just so they have time to mature into the soil and the outdoors before I go on holiday, so that I don't have to worry about them whilst I'm away. But so far so good, and it's been so nice to actually spend some time outside, because I've missed it. I feel like in the UK it takes so long to be able to be back outside, and I'm just really happy that I'm back outside. Hello. Hi. Oh, it's your big brother. Can you guess what day it is? It is officially, we're going on a hike day, and I am so excited. I've just got ready. I've popped some hair oil into my hair, and I'm just kind of going to leave it how I slept on it. I think I slept on it in some little braids, but yeah, I don't really need to do too much with my hair because we're going on a hike and it's going to get messy. But yeah, I'm so excited. It is the first hike of this year, and I feel like every other time I've wanted to go on a hike this year, it's been too cold, it's been too windy, and it's only just started to get nice and warm. So yeah, I think it's like almost 20 degrees today, so it's like the perfect hike weather. And I also really enjoy hiking in May because I feel like there's not that many bugs. So I can go to the shops, I can get a picnic, and I can like take a little pit stop whilst I'm on my hike, and yeah, go and like have something to eat without worrying about the bugs and all the flies and stuff like flying around while I'm trying to eat. I don't know where I'm gonna go yet. I do need to have a look at where I'm gonna go, because I'm thinking I really want something with like a little bit of everything, just to kind of like really enjoy it. But I will still take a few little clips, but since it is the first hike of the year, I don't want to vlog too much. I want to really enjoy the present moment with it. But yeah, let's get ready. I'm going to show you my little outfit that I'm going to wear, and then we can go on our hike. And I'll just shoot like a few little clips here and there of bits that like I enjoy seeing and stuff like that. Little cheeky outfit of the day for my hike. I've popped on these leggings again, which I really like. I did just pop them in the wash after doing my gardening the other day, and they came out really nice. So I'm gonna wear these because they're super comfy, and I've just put on some white socks that I've put over because my Timberlands are quite high rise, so my Timberlands will come up to like about there. So I've put them up over my leggings, and then just this really cute little simple basic black crop top. And I'm also taking with me my jacket, just this like casual hoodie, just in case it gets a little bit windy, because I think I'm going to be doing a little bit of high elevation, so it could get a little bit windy. So I've brought in my little hoodie as well. And then this is the fragrance that I'm wearing. It is Vanilla Nectar by Fleur. It smells divine. I have I think it's like soft vanilla, like the classic vanilla, and it's so nice in autumn, winter. But I thought I need this for spring, summer, and for my holiday. I wanted like a nice holiday scent. But yeah, I'm gonna pop my glasses on and then we can go. I'm so excited. It is officially Friday today, and yesterday's hike was so lovely. I had an amazing time, and it's just so nice to be back out in nature again. But I'm feeling really refreshed, and I did end up having about 11 hours sleep last night, so I'm feeling nice and refreshed and well rested. But today I'm actually going to be planting out everything in my greenhouse, because I've got all of my little trellises sorted out, and I've got a bunch of soil that's just came in the mail. So I think I'm going to plant out all my sunflowers, all my sweet peas, all of my tomatoes and my carrots, because I don't think there's going to be any more frost now. I feel like there might be a bit of rain, which will be good whilst I'm going away anyway, because I go away in about 10 days. So the next like 10 days is going to be quite sunny, and then it's going to turn to rain. So at least my plants will be not well watered outside as well. But yeah, I think I'm gonna plant all of those out today and then show you what it all looks like, because I'm really excited. And I've also started setting up my barbecue as well, so I might do a little barbecue this evening, maybe roast some marshmallows too. But yeah, I feel like it's like that transition between spring into summer now, and yeah, I'm really excited. I've also got some marshmallows to roast, and I feel like these Haribo ones are the best for roasting marshmallows. Like, I've tried the actual roasting marshmallows that like you buy that are really big, but the outside never crisps up. Like, it kind of just all stays really soft. but these Haribo ones are actually amazing for getting a crispy like outside and then a really soft gooey centre. So these are my favourite ones, and they did have really big ones. I think they come out in summer, but I just got some little ones for now, so I'm going to roast these for my little sweet treat tonight. And I picked up another tomato. As I was saying, my tomatoes had died, so I got this big variety. So I've got one big and one small, and then just some more carrots ready to plant, and then some wood chunks for my barbecue. But yeah, let's get planting. I'm just planting out one of my little sweet peas. So I've got some here that I've done, and then what I can do is I can tie them up as they reach like each little milestone on the trellis. And then I did the same thing again with this one. This one's like already high enough for me to be able to lightly tie it, but you just want to lightly tie it, not to like stun their growth, but to just give them a little bit of support as they're growing up. And then this is my tomato and carrots. And I've popped the trellises up that my grandma got me, and they're super high, so I can like make sure that they're growing really good. But this is the big one, and then that's the small one. I just need to give everything a water. And then I got a huge bag of tomato compost. That's just all in here. And then all of my little carrots. I don't know if these are going to grow, but I separated them out so that they can all kind of be there, and then they'll get shade from the tomatoes. So tomatoes and carrots grow really well together, but yeah, they can get like shade and they can grow really nicely. And I also had enough sweet peas that I was able to do another little trellis along this thing. So I've got in the middle is going to be sweet peas that are going to grow up, and then either side I'm just doing all of my little sunflowers, and then I'm going to give everything a water with some tomato grow water, so that everything kind of gets extra nutrients to kind of grow. But it is so sunny, there's not a cloud in the sky, and I'm having so much fun. Good morning. It is another beautiful day, and I'm actually going to be reading my book outside today. Hello, Nana. Hi, baby. Yeah, I'm actually going to be reading my book outside today. I thought I might set up my chair, get some nice cozy blankets, and read my book. And I've also got some pork that is smoking in the barbecue too, so I can have that for dinner as well. That's just in the barbecue, and I'm gonna read my book. I'm gonna go and water my plants as well, because again, they're in dire need of being watering because it's been so lovely. But yeah, it's a very nice chilled week. I feel like this week has really been a complete recharge for the soul, because I've been able to spend so much of it outside and just do all of my favourite hobbies outside. But yeah, I'm about 100 pages into this book, so yeah, it doesn't look like much at all because there's so many pages, but I'm going to make a big dent in this evening. And I might even roast some marshmallows, because I didn't do that yesterday. I needed to clean out the barbecue, so I'm going to do some roasted marshmallows after I've eaten my dinner. But yeah, I've got a nice chilled Saturday planned for the rest of the day. Just giving everything a little water, but I've also got my meat that is smoking in here. I've done a pork shoulder, so that's just in there ready for dinner tonight. And then that's a apple juice and vinegar spritz that I've just been popping on. But yeah, I can show you tonight once it's ready, because obviously I can't take this off yet.